Have you ever wondered what secrets your body hides that even you don't know about? Imagine for a moment that you could decipher that invisible language we all transmit, that secret code that reveals truths that words could never express. Today we're going to dive into the fascinating world of Jungian psychology to discover 4 powerful body language tricks that will completely transform your relationships and give you control over social interactions you never thought possible. Carl Jung, one of the giants of analytical psychology, understood something most of us overlook every day. Our body is the most powerful communication channel of the unconscious. As he himself said, the body is merely the visibility of the soul, and the soul is the psychological experience of the body, so it's really one and the same thing. This profound connection between mind and body is the key that very few know to master the art of true communication. Think about this. According to the most recent studies, only 7% of our communication is based on the words we say. The rest, that amazing 93%, comes from our tone of voice and, above all, our body language. We're constantly revealing truths through movements, postures, and micro-expressions that occur outside of our consciousness. But before revealing these 4 life-changing tricks, let me ask you, how many opportunities have you lost by not being able to correctly read others' nonverbal language? How many times have you unknowingly sent the wrong signals? The good news is that after this video, you'll never be at a disadvantage again. Trick 1. Unconscious synchronization, the mirror of the soul according to Jung. The first powerful trick Jung revealed to us is what we call unconscious synchronization. Have you ever noticed that when you truly connect with someone, you begin to subtly mimic their movements? Jung not only noticed this phenomenon, but studied it in depth and discovered its immense power. Synchronization is the physical manifestation of what Jung called psychic transference, that magical moment when 2 unconscious minds begin to communicate directly. When we synchronize our movements with another person, we activate in their brain the same neural circuits that activate when they experience deep trust and authentic connection. Think of it this way: when you're face to face with someone who interests you, whether in a negotiation, a romantic date, or meeting someone new, if you subtly begin to adopt their body language, breathing rhythm, and even tone of voice, you're speaking directly to their unconscious. But there's a crucial nuance. Synchronization must be subtle and respectful. Jung warned that when done obviously or manipulatively, it produces the opposite effect. The key is to genuinely tune in to the other person, creating an invisible bridge between both internal worlds. Here's the real power. When you synchronize correctly, the other person will begin to feel an inexplicable connection with you. They'll feel that there's something special without being able to identify exactly what it is. This happens because their unconscious recognizes that you're speaking the same body language. A simple exercise you can do today. In your next important conversation, observe the other person's posture, the speed of their movements, their tone of voice. After a few minutes, begin to subtly adopt aspects of their nonverbal communication. Don't copy exactly, synchronize. Watch how the quality of the interaction transforms before your eyes. Trick 2. Power projection, the shadow and persona in action. The second extraordinary trick comes directly from Jung's concepts of the shadow and the persona. Jung discovered that we all carry a persona, our social mask, and a shadow, those aspects of ourselves that we repress. The fascinating thing is that our body language constantly reveals these internal dynamics. Power projection is the ability to consciously modify your posture to transform your internal psychological state and others' perception of you. Jung observed that people who occupy positions of natural authority often maintain what he called a centered bodily openness. They occupy their space without apologizing for it. Here's the concrete trick. Before any situation where you need to project confidence and authority, adopt a power posture for at least 2 minutes. Stand straight, with shoulders back, head high, and feet firmly planted shoulder-width apart. Breathe deeply and visualize your energy expanding from your center outward. What you're doing, according to Jungian theory, is allowing positive aspects of your shadow, your personal power that you may have repressed, to temporarily integrate with your social persona. This not only changes how others perceive you, but literally transforms your biochemistry. Jung discovered that these postures not only change external perception, but modify hormonal levels, increasing testosterone, the confidence hormone, and reducing cortisol, the stress hormone. It's a transformation from the inside out. The extraordinary thing is that this works even if you don't initially feel powerful. As Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. By consciously adopting a power posture, you're taking control of that fate. Remember, it's not about dominating others, but fully inhabiting your own space and personal authority. The projection of authentic power is never aggressive. It's serene and centered, exactly as Jung described the true power of the integrated individual. Trick 3. Reading micro-expressions. Windows to the collective unconscious. The third trick takes us to the Jungian concept of the collective unconscious manifested through facial micro-expressions. Jung believed that we all share certain universal emotional patterns, and the face is where these patterns are most clearly revealed, even if only for fractions of a second. Micro-expressions are involuntary facial movements that last between 1/15 and 1/25 of a second. They're so fast that we can't consciously control them, and according to Jung, they represent the purest manifestation of our true emotional state. Here's the transformative trick. Learn to identify the 7 universal micro-expressions: happiness, sadness, fear, anger, surprise, disgust, and contempt, by paying special attention to the discrepancy between what someone says and the micro-expressions they momentarily show. Jung noted that when there's incongruence between words and these fleeting expressions, you should always trust the expressions. The face reveals what words hide. To develop this skill, start by observing complete expressions and then learn to recognize them in their micro form. Especially powerful is identifying expressions of contempt, unilateral elevation of the corner of the lip, and genuine fear, raised eyebrows accompanied by raised upper eyelids. What makes this trick particularly powerful is that it operates below the threshold of the other person's consciousness. They don't know you're reading these signals, which gives you an extraordinary advantage in any social interaction or negotiation. Jung used this skill in his clinical practice to identify internal conflicts that his patients could not or would not express verbally. Now you can use the same technique to masterfully navigate the complex world of human relationships, a practical exercise. The next time you watch a political interview on television, mute the sound and focus solely on facial expressions. You'll notice micro-expressions that contradict what you know they're saying. That's the power of this technique in action. Trick 4. Emotional body anchoring. Individuation through movement. The fourth and deepest Jungian trick connects directly with his concept of individuation. The process of integrating all aspects of our personality into a coherent whole. Jung discovered that certain movements and body postures can anchor specific emotional states, allowing us to access them at will. In essence, we're creating a direct bridge between the physical and the psychological. The trick consists of consciously identifying what posture and movements your body adopts when you experience a powerful and positive emotional state. Perhaps you notice that when you feel completely secure and centered, your breathing is deep, your shoulders are relaxed but firm, and you maintain stable eye contact. Once you've identified that bodily configuration, you can deliberately recreate it to induce that same emotional state. Jung called this somatic memory, the body's ability to remember and reproduce complete psychological states. The revolutionary aspect of this technique is that it works in both directions. Not only can you use your body to change your emotional state, but you can project that state onto others, creating an energetic field that Jung described as psychic contagion. Imagine entering an important meeting or a first date carrying with you not just the posture, but the complete bodily emotional configuration of your best self. The difference in how people perceive and respond to you will be extraordinary. The practical exercise is simple but profound. Identify a moment when you felt fully confident and powerful. Recreate exactly how your body was in that moment. Your posture, breathing, facial expression, and muscle tension. Practice adopting this complete configuration for a few minutes each day, and soon you'll be able to activate it at will in any situation. The integration, the Jungian body mandala. These 4 tricks don't work in isolation. Jung always emphasized integration, totality. When you combine unconscious synchronization, power projection, reading micro-expressions, and emotional body anchoring, you create what we might call a body mandala, a complete and harmonious expression of your being. Think of it this way. Your body is an instrument of infinite precision designed to express and perceive the most subtle nuances of human communication. Most people use this instrument without awareness, like a pianist playing randomly without knowing the notes. What Jung offered us, and what I'm sharing with you today, is the complete score. It's the knowledge to play this symphony with deliberate mastery. Imagine for a moment what your life would be like if you could. Establish deep connections with anyone in minutes, not weeks or months. Naturally project a presence that commands respect and attention. Perceive what others really feel, beyond what they say. Access your most powerful emotional states exactly when you need them. This isn't fantasy. It's the direct result of applying these 4 Jungian body language tricks. Jung said that your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. These tricks allow you not only to look into your heart, but also to connect with the hearts of others in a genuine and transformative way. The challenge, 21 days for transformation. I invite you to a challenge. For the next 21 days, consciously practice these 4 tricks. 1 trick every 5 days, and on the last day, integrate all 4. At the end of those 21 days, I guarantee you'll experience a transformation in your social interactions that will seem magical to those who don't know these principles. As Jung said, what you resist persists. What you accept transforms you. By accepting and consciously working with your body's language, you transform yourself at levels you can't yet imagine. Don't let this knowledge remain just information. True wisdom comes from application. As Jung said, knowledge has no value unless you put it into practice. If you found this video valuable, share it with someone who might benefit from this knowledge. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and let me know in the comments which trick you plan to implement first and why. Remember, your body is constantly speaking. The only question is, are you consciously controlling the message or letting your unconscious do it for you? The choice, as always, is yours. See you in the next video, where we'll delve even deeper into the secrets Carl Jung discovered about the extraordinary human potential we all carry within. Until then, remember that true power isn't about dominating others, but mastering yourself. Until next time.